If you see or hear my dog, just ignore her. She's begging me for food. What? Do you want to say hi? Oh, gosh. Look at that. Look at that baby. She's so stinky. You get a bath tomorrow, don't you? Ew. Get the dog slobber off my face. I guess this is kind of like just a little vlog. There's a cricket on my window. That's disgusting. Does anyone else have those moments when, they're just starting out in content creation? You want to make things, you want to do things, but your ambition just gets too much to the point where you spend more time really thinking than actually doing anything. I'm honestly having that issue right now where I just can't seem to really make a plan of what I want to do. Instead, I'm just so busy thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to do, but then I never execute my actual plan. I don't really know. I want to make things. I really do. But I'm just so scared that what I make isn't going to turn out how I want it to be. I have a whole listed notion of all the different things I want to do, the ideas I get. But then sometimes I think that my dreams are too big for me, which is a crazy thing. Are you okay? I don't know what my dog is doing. Just ignore her. But anyways, I struggle with executing because I worry that my dreams are too big, which is crazy because are my dreams really too big if I can actually come up with it? Like, sure, I probably won't be able to go out in space and, be an astronaut because I don't like math. I feel stuck, I guess I should say. That's the best way I can explain it. For instance, last night I was up just constantly researching things. I've got my little Etsy business. I've got my little YouTube channel. But I feel like I'm capable of doing so much more. I just don't know where to start. I'm just worried that I'm on a path where I'm just gonna end up feeling lost constantly. I even brought it up with my uncle. He and I are both like-minded. We both, sometimes struggle with staying focused. We both come up with big ideas, but we just always are like, am I actually going to execute this idea or am I just thinking? She's sticking her face through the door. I don't know if you can see that. Push your way in. I can't win. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I constantly have dreams of doing things too. Like I'll have a dream that an idea that I wanted to do, I was actually able to execute it. And it's just so awesome. But then I wake up and I start to actually work on it and I'm like, this is really difficult. And I'm worried it's not going to turn out to be the way I want it to be. But I know people are going to relate to this because a lot of people that are like-minded like me are scared to create because they're scared it's not going to be good, which is the best way for me to put how I feel about my creations. I also just don't know where to start, but I know the first thing I need to do is just start. I can just, what's stopping me from just retrying it if I mess up the first time? But I know what it is. I personally have a fear of failure. Can't help myself. I had that smart kid thing. Oof, I'm taking that all the way up to my forehead, gang. But even my mom says it too, that you don't know what you want to do you? No, I don't. I know what I want to do, but I have too many things that I want to do. I want to do YouTube. I want to make clay figures. I want to make my own figurine like Pop Mark does. I want to make a clothing line. I want to just do so many things, but I don't know how. And I'm scared. But now that I'm getting to this point too, I feel like the first step is admitting that you're scared, because some people won't admit that. They'll be like, I'm not scared, it's just not my time. I don't know if it is my time. It might be. I feel like right now I'm getting better. I'm taking better care of myself. I finally got my dream room. It doesn't look as cool as it does at nighttime, so who knows, I might do a little room tour. I think what I need to do is just sit down and just gather my ideas. I want to ask other people for help, like other creatives, but my biggest fear are people that gatekeep, people that are just rude to other people. Imagine that girl, you ask her, oh my gosh, where did you get that perfume? And she's like,
oh, I'm sorry, it's actually from a store in a different country, and you'll never be able to find it because it's closed.
Which I guess is a gatekeeper. Because, I just want to know things, but I'm also just scared they'll just be mean to me overall. I think that's my biggest fear. Because I won't lie, I'm big, I'm gruff sometimes. I don't have a sweet little soothing voice. So some people tend to think I'm a little scary or whatever. But deep down inside, I just want to make things. I want to create, you know? That's all I really want to do. I'm definitely just saying things over and over again, which is whatever. Like for instance, you probably noticed it's been a while since I posted since my Lollapalooza video. And honestly, that's because, well, honestly, the main reason was I just didn't feel like editing. But I also was moving. As you can see, my room is different from the ending of my Lollapalooza video. But also because I was looking back on what I had previously recorded and I'm just not happy with it. So I guess right now I'm really stuck on quantity versus quality, because I know quantity is important, but I want my stuff to be quality first. So I'm like, you know, if I put, oh, my dog is sleeping, guys, look. Oh, the baby. I just don't, I'm struggling to find that balance. I have a lot of things I want to make for my Etsy shop. I want to design stickers, I want to design more keychains, more phone charms, eventually tote bags and stuff like that. Obviously, I know I can't do everything at once because, I will not lie, stuff costs money. And I don't have money. I'm trying to do better with my financials, and I'm trying to pay off my debt from college. When I got my first credit card, I didn't like asking my parents for grocery money, so I would just use the credit card. So now I'm in a little bit of trouble, but I'm doing better. I'm paying it down. We're getting close to not having to deal with that anymore. She just doesn't know what to do with herself. Look at her. Look at her tongue. She's so cute. She's so cute, guys. I love her. She's just gonna be standing there staring at me for a bit because I accidentally woke her up getting this stuff. Back to what I was saying, that is one of the big things I, need to be more mindful of. I think it's just, I'm trying so hard to get my life back in order while also trying to do things too. But I feel like it's possible to do both things at once. I technically could do it at the same time, just document my life as I try to do things better. But I'm also just like, I don't know how to make content sometimes. In my mind, I have an idea of how a video will go, but I'll start recording the video and I'm like, I don't like how this is going so far, and then I'll just give up completely on the idea, which I need to stop doing but I don't want to put out stuff that I'm not happy with. Then at the same time, if I put out stuff and ask for tips, people can tell me how to better something. So, it's kind of like I'm struggling to jumble my different brain thoughts or whatever. Am I getting makeup on my shirt? I can't tell. They're really small, but whatever. I'm scared to do bigger, more dramatic. Oh, see, I just said it. I'm scared to do new things. I hate it. I think overall, it's just fear and worry that I don't have the necessities to make what I want to make. Like, I know I have to learn how to do things. I mentioned wanting to make figurines, but that requires learning Blender. Like, I opened up Blender yesterday and I saw the circle and I immediately closed it out because I was like, I don't have the brain power for this. But, there's also, I don't have to pay for a class because there's thankfully a bunch of people on YouTube that have posted tutorials. So what I've been doing is I've been saving some of the tutorials to go back and look at because I really want to try making figurines. I'm not a big fan of Labubu's or any of that, but I do love, oh my gosh, hold on, let me get it. I love Smith. Oh, don't focus on me, focus on him. Look at him. I love Smith. But I love Schmiskies. I just want to make things like that. I think they're so cute. And then, I mentioned it before, from my phone charms, new stuff for my Etsy shop. I just need to stop getting distracted and thinking and planning and just start making. Shout out to Vogue Grace, by the way, because they are going to be who I get my acrylic charms from, because I've been using them since, 2021? Shout out to Vicky from Vogue Grace. I love her. She's my favorite. I have a talk with my uncle tomorrow, which is probably going to be some other day by the time I post this. So, I'm sure that'll help me too get out of this, stuck situation that I'm in. But if anyone else feels this way, if anyone has any tips or just wants to talk about how, they struggle with making content or how they struggle just being a creative and being free, feel free to leave it in the comments. I want to talk about stuff like this, you know? I think it's interesting to learn more about how other people struggle with the same thing I do, but also learn how people get through that struggle. I think that's another thing I want to do. Oh man, I sound like my uncle. I want to have a community. At some point I want to make a website that's kind of a combination of me blogging, me uploading my videos, me uploading little art things, a link to my store. I don't know, something like that. That's gonna be in the very, very long future because that is huge and I don't have a lot of people that really know who I am. My advice for people watching this, because you know, thankfully I can give a little bit of advice despite not really being in this. If you decide to make stuff, don't do it in hopes of becoming big or becoming popular. Do it because you want to, because you're having fun. That's the main reason I'm trying to do this, because I just want to have fun making stuff and I want to show my passion and enjoyment for making things in these videos. So at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, is enjoying yourself. I am about to smash this Taco Bell down, so I will talk to you guys later and thank you for watching. Look at my bubby. Look at her. Aww. Say bye, Izzy. Bye.